Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Frankie Day Models. Okay, guys, for today I have another build. I'm starting on out now until Mr. Warren Blanche gives me the thumbs up for the Spitfire Buddy build, which is shaking your way. Okay, until then, I'll be I'm turning two on this old Matchbox kit I had for many years in my domain, and I'm glad I bought it and saved it all those years ago. That's one thing I certainly will never regret I'm not doing. So a little tip from Frankie Day to you guys out there: when you buy models, buy 2 or 3 of them at a time. Same thing. Put them in a stash pile. You never know. Someday don't make them no more, and you got them. Okay. This build is going to go pretty fast, I can tell. I'm going to paint this thing. It's an old 1979 or 78. I think it's 79. I'm quite sure it did. 1979 Matchbox 1/32 scale Lysander. By the late 1970s, Matchbox were getting some pretty good ideas. You know, I think they kind of followed up from the Hasegawa, because Hasegawa back in the 1970s, gentlemen, were the kingpins of 1/32 scale range, and the other companies kind of picked up after that. So this is Matchbox answer to Hasegawa. They made this kit back in the very late 1970s. It's a very easy kit to build. It gives you several options. You can make it as a top secret operations airplane. Like, these things are actually good for for utility aircraft and commando operations, employment, disembark, emergency pickup, made for night flying only. And some were painted all black with sea gray and dark green, and some were painted all black. Some were all natural aluminum color, like a dope color, aluminum color. Some were painted all yellow with stripes on them. And traditionally, as 1939 onward up to 1941, they have a 3-tone camouflage: sky at the bottom, dark earth, with dark green over dark earth. So I'm going to make this one dark earth, dark green, and sky. It's going to be a early Lysander. I was going to paint it all black. You never know, guys. I might just go ahead and paint this thing all black, you know. I don't know what I'll do, but that color kind of struck my fancy. Okay, now I made some stills of this, of the construction stills, and I got exploded views of what I've done that'll accommodate the stills. So outside everything I've done, I more or less I've got some stills I've done. You'll see them on the stills. Okay, they no longer make this kit no more. I don't think Matchbox is no longer in business. I think they fudged out by the 1980s. I think the 1980s came to view. By the late 1980s, they were kind of went out with a dodo a little bit. And these can be bought either by vendors, or once in a while they come up on eBay. And if you can't find them on eBay, use your search engine, either Bing or Google, or whatever kind of search engines you have, and type on your key up there, Matchbox Lysander model on eBay. And bango, it'll bring you right up to what you want. That's a little secret, a little tip I kind of taught myself. You want something, get to the point. Why scroll and look around 1,000 pages for it? All you gotta do is just type in what you want, and bingo, it's there before your eyes. It's magic. So that's only 2 availabilities where you get this kit at, guys. And I heard about rumors that I think Rafael brought it back too, of Germany. I think a lot of the old Matchbox kits, they're bringing into their company and reboxing them on their label. So I'm quite sure. I think Rafael, Germany, probably has released them already. I've heard talks about it. In other words, this is the original Matchbox kit. Okay. On the stills, right here, I'll have them for you right here. Then we'll go to the build itself. I got this camera angle all backwards, guys. I should have had it towards the other way so it goes right towards the computer as normal. But we'll work it out somehow, guys. Okay. And we're going to bring this thing around over here. Excuse the rotation, guys. I'll keep me in focus right here while we look at the stills. And we'll finish up the video. Okay, guys. Alright guys, pardon the fooling around right here. Okay, this is the kit here that's I'm building. I think I paid $4 for this thing. I've got the old price tag on here. I bought that hobby shop. I think I paid this. I think it was $4 it cost. It wasn't too bad back in them days, guys. So right here below the box here, you can see some of the sub-assemblies which I've been working on. I've been fiddling with. And so as we progress with the stills, we'll see how much Frankie Day's got on this thing. Okay guys, they give you a nice interior. It's kind of like the Airfix kit, the Typhoon, everybody's built that. They give you a whole complete pilot's compartment, an observer's compartment, all in one unit right here. Kit was given a coat of Tamiya interior green, which is very, very close to the color what the English used. Now the Humbrol range is 78. It's a little dark, but this color here is pretty well. I gave it a little bit of wash, and when the wash dried, I kind of used another clear water and kind of toned off the washes a little bit, bring it down to its color. It's very detailed. What you see here is what you get in the kit. These are ammo cans right here. They got a twin 30 caliber, I guess, of sticks up here. And it works like the Helldiver. Twice as down comes this way. But they don't have that feature in this model because it's old. And they didn't really get into it that much. They just made something erect to mount the guns on. There's looking forward. It took about a couple hours to get that instrument panel. That's the instrument panel they give you. I had to do a little work on that for a while. It took a long time to get that done. And a Panzerman's bunker is going to love this. Kit gives you 2 figures. Not too bad. They're really not too bad, tell you the truth, guys. They're pretty well detailed, and they're a pilot and an observer gunner right there. That's the only thing they give you in the kit. Look closer to the cockpit right there. Before I close this thing up, I'm going to go ahead and put a chart table across there. Put some charts on there where they can, where the observer can swivel the chair around and take a look at the charts and everything. What they can give you. Actually, that's a chart table right there. It's optional. If you can make the bomber version of 1940, you don't use that. They probably had them on there anyway. I'm quite certain they did. It's like it's a feature that was designed for this kind of model. They give me an engine right here. Looks like a Pegasus. Real nice engine. I spent about 2 hours on this engine. You gave a coat of primer. Primer's dried. Airbrushed some aluminum on it. When it's all dry, I gave it some washes of black, copper. So it's not a bad engine. And you know, it leaves lots of desire for real scale buffs. But when they give you the kit, it was good enough for me. There's the back side there. And all your manifolds going through here. This here mounts to your firewall. There it is, all exposed views. This is you're going to see live. This is about as far as I got right here. I got about 4 days this far. Now here's these figures right here. I got them primed now. These here are optional. These here glue on here. You got ordnance This is like 50-pound bombs that fit underneath here. They gave me that too in the kit. That's optional. If you want to make this thing a spy plane, like Commando Special Services, don't use these because they had no business using them anyway. I use these anyway. I glued them onto the spats on here, and that's where the ordnance goes. At this, like I remember, this is going to be a 1940, 1939 paint schedule. Dark gray, dark green with sky in the bottom. Here's the two pilots right there. They're, like I said earlier, a while ago, they're all primed. All these things got to be primed. I finally got this thing together. You'll see it in the next video. There's a handsome Jack right there with a stogie in his mouth. And we'll get back to the video. Okay. Turn around here. We're going to zing around and see how much I do got done on this thing. As far as I got, guys, I got the fuselage together. Believe you me, it really don't need that much filler. I sanded this thing with a sanding stick. Always use a sanding stick. Never use your hands when you sand. Frankie today says a man who uses his hands for sandpaper leaves the mark of an amateur. So always use a nice straight surface when you're sanding. This thing don't need no filler. The only filler it needs is 2 locations. Right there. The reason right there is because when this thing was separated from the sprue, it took a chunk out of the side of the fuselage here. So that's why I had to put filler there. This right here presented a very small gap. It could not be sanded out. So I put a little filler. That's all there is. That's all there is. Inside the cow's is not even painted where the engine fits. You got a key right here. And that's where this engine fits, like so. And here's that motor. It's really nice. Prop pit's on here. Here's some spats right here. Underneath these spats, you've got ordnance. Those little bombs. I think they're about 50-pound, 30-pound bombs. Not very heavy. If you can lift 50 pounds, they're not bad. I can lift 2 of them. At my age, I can lift 100 pounds easy. I've been carrying around a 90-pound steel guitar for 50, 60 years. 110 pounds don't make a difference. But I like to make this thing the small bombing job, what they used in the 1940s. Of course, the pilot's right here. Panzerman's Bunker's gonna love these boys. Panzerman Bill and Panzerman's Bunker. The pilots are pretty decent. They're not very bad guys. Not very hateful. I'm not gonna do my Sunday's finest on this, but I'll try to do a good job on my figures. I had some washes on and make them like I got a teddy suit on or something. Make them look presentable. Very easy to paint, very well detailed, you know. I mean, Matchbox had some good stuff back in those days. A lot of stuff was kind of, you know, it is what it is. But I like these 1/32 scale ones they produced. They got the 109 came out very nice. The dotless came out very nice. And now this, even nicer. And so this is the final, this is the build I'll be doing. And I should have this thing done about a week and a half now. I should have it all finished. And so as soon as Warren gives me the green light and the 2 thumbs up and chalks away, tally ho, Frankie Day is gonna work on his Revell 1/32 scale Spitfire, new tooling kit. And so that's going to be very, very great to do. And I'll tell you one thing, Warren does a very good job of the Spitfires. I think he's the king of Spits in the modeling community. I mean, he loves Spitfires and 109s and Butcher Birds. He does a very, very marvelous job on them. Superb there, old buddy. Superb, Warren. And thank you, sir, for tuning in on my hangout. Okay, before I close this video, I've got a few things I'd like to say. Stay posted for this Thursday. I should have another video number 2 on this. There'll be a lot more done on it. Okay. I've been starting hangouts now. I made 2 successful hangouts so far. On my old computer that I had some kind of a firewall inside there, and just it didn't comply with Google, and so I had a hell of a time, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I felt really embarrassed, you know, just making hangouts, and every one of them were duds. My video was there, but no chat line. And so I was actually talking to myself, and I couldn't go by what all my commenters are saying. So now everything's A-OK. So the next event I'll be having will be 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. They'll be posted on the tube right there. You'll see them. And I'm going to try to get some of these links sent out to all you fellas. And maybe you guys can pop in, and I can have your faces on them. Then we can see each other eye to eye. And we can have a nice buddy build night. Now, like a Friday night or a Saturday night. Sounds very wonderful to do. I have a nice build night, you know, and because we got snow coming in and got winter. It's getting bad outside now. And getting cold and chilly. And what else could be better? Have a nice buddy build to come into your home, building a model, and chew the fat and have a good time. That's what I'd like to do. And there'll be a lot of hangouts. So next hangout will be this Wednesday. It'll be the day after, maybe the 14th. Coming your way. It'll be all Pacific time. So stay tuned, posted for that. And got something else too. I want to say. Hey Lord. Man, I just had my mind a while ago before I mentioned about the hangout. Man, I tell you one thing, fellas, I don't have a senior moment. I just got too ahead of myself. Anyway, I got some bills, a lot of bills coming your way, guys. I got some ships. I'm going to be closing down my airplanes pretty soon. I'm going to start hopping on ships. I got the Wonder Whaler. I got a lot of my commenters out there on my hangouts. They say, hey, Frankie, why don't you get that Wonder Whaler going? We like that, you know. And that's okay. I can do that. And I think I had on the hangout last Friday when I posted. But it's going to be a nice time, guys. We're having that hangout about 10 o'clock at night Friday. And we'll have one Wednesday. Okay, that's all I can. I got nothing else to say, fellas. I'm truly sorry. I thought I had another message I was going to say. I guess that was the hangout. I guess that was it. Oh yeah, and anybody that tuned in on my hangout, a special thank you from me. You know, I'm going to try to do a good hangout. It's going to be some good hangouts. I'll throw in my guitar, you know, play some live music for you. Keep you amused on your toes. Okay, is it for the Lysander? Is it for Frankie Day? 2 videos one day, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I just posted pictures of the outside, like what you've seen on here. I posted on the Airfix modeling page, and also the Heller modeling page. You'll see it floating around eBay here and there. And thank you for your comments. I really appreciate you guys very much. You know, you guys are my world. And for the first time in my life, I'm really enjoying modeling is I can show my stuff off. And building stuff like this ain't going nowhere but inside this house, and people ain't saying it. It's very boring. But I do it anyway because it's a labor of love for me. And so stay posted. This Thursday I'll have video number 2 for the Lysander. And as soon as Warren, as soon as Warren Blanche gives me the green light, we'll start getting this bodybuilding underway. Okay, guys, second time around for the day. This is Frankie Day signing off for Frankie Day Models. Make Mama happy always. Take care of Mama San. Take care of your babies, your children, yourself, your affairs. Spend wisely. Stay focused on the road. Buy yourself a model and build your cares away. Okay, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day's Model. Signing off. I'm out of here.